Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of We Are Your Friends.
We are your friends.
So the campaigning for this film was not very good. Those trailers were very poorly executed, and they didn't make anyone excited to see this film. But after seeing the movie itself, I can kind of understand why, because I left the theater not really knowing how to review it. So I'm going to ditch the like-dislike format, and we're just going to kind of talk freely about this film because it is such a jumbled, mixed bag. And I think the buck starts and stops with director Max Joseph. So the first two acts, the entire first two acts of this film are really, really bad. They are terrible. I was watching in amazement at how a film could just be so contrived and so shallow. It was just an idealistic view of a lazy, entitled America. And I was just baffled at this film, at how it was trying to put an artsy spin and look like it was supposed to mean something, when really it was as shallow as a puddle. It was mind-boggling. And it just trudged on and on and on. The pacing was terrible. And then the third act came, and I really enjoyed it. It was a complete turnaround. And that's why it's such a perplexing experience walking out of We Are Your Friends, because you spend the entire first two-thirds of the film in agony watching, but the last third brings it all together, and suddenly you leave feeling kind of good. That final redeeming act would not be nearly as satisfying without those first two acts. Now, I'm not saying that last third of the film is spectacular, it's not groundbreaking, it's not amazing, but it is a very solid final act to a film. It's a very solid closing to an otherwise unremarkable movie. So as I said, for so long, this movie feels completely vapid. It feels like it's saying nothing, like it means nothing. But what the director is kind of sowing the seeds for throughout is the final act where you do pull the curtain completely back on this entire lifestyle. The lifestyle of the young DJ looking to make it big, of the successful DJ who looks like he has it all together that we all admire, of the friends who party, and of the entire partying lifestyle. We see consequences to actions. We see work having to go into making your dreams come true, and work that maybe you don't want to do to make your dreams come true. The message of never give up on your dreams, even if it seems a little bit difficult at the time. You still have a lot of life ahead of you. And all of that just makes for such a gratifying experience in the end without being cheesy and overdramatic and ridiculous. And that's why I loved that last act. I just wish the first two acts weren't so difficult to sit through. And that's where we circle back around to director Max Joseph, because the way he crafted it was so amazing to set it up like this stereotypical, terrible lifestyle porn film, and then have it all come crashing down to a more realistic level. The problem is he just waited too long to do it, because I think so much of the audience is checked out by the time he turns that bend to get to where he wants to go, to say what he wants to say, to depict what he wants to depict on the big screen. I think that slow pacing in the first two acts really kills it. Speaking of the actors, I thought Zac Efron was really good in the film. I thought he shined. He did great in pretty much every aspect. And most of the actors did do well. My least favorite performance was definitely Johnny Weston. And I think part of it was just his character was so annoying and grating. He just got on my nerves throughout. He plays one of Zac Efron's character's best friends. And his character was super annoying, and I think that didn't do Johnny Weston any favors. And then Emily Ratajkowski, I apologize if I just completely butchered her last name. I thought she did well. I don't necessarily think she's actually that good of an actress, and her performance here was actually kind of wooden as well. But something about her is so captivating. She has a unique beauty. Duh, she's a model. But she entices you. She makes you want to know more about her. And that's really what her character is all about in this film. She is, however, the only female character with a speaking role. I don't think another woman has a single line. Other than her, and even her, in a lot of the portions, they're not here other than to show their bodies and be used for sex. So that's a big strike against it, a big disappointment factor. Zac Efron, I wish he would, take his role as a sex symbol to the next level. If you're going to objectify someone, yeah, objectify the female model, but objectify the guy who's made his career off of being a sex symbol a little bit more too. I think we need more balance in Hollywood. This would have been a great case to do so. But overall, I don't know how I recommend this film. It's definitely not a full price ticket. But if you're interested, I don't think it's a terrible matinee. And it's a solid rental. So, yeah. In the end, We Are Your Friends is not as bad as I originally thought it was. But frustrating because it has so much potential to be so much more. So, that has been my review of We Are Your Friends. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see We Are Your Friends? And what is your favorite Zac Efron film? Let me know in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!